The shit get clean shaven.
I'm just about there. Somebody just put some charcoal together and stacked it up and kind of molded it a little bit and was just like, okay, I'll get back to it, and forgot about it.
All I can see is Prime in a crop top. You might want to think about getting that 2-pack because that would be fun to play with Baby Bot.
Why you gotta bring in Baby
Bot?
Well, being that it's a Nemesis version, it goes to show how much they look at Bumblebee as such a main character. It's a Rolls Royce chest from the episode, a G1 episode.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be a train cow catcher or something. I was like, he's trying to be Raiden.
When I first saw this, I thought it was Gears.
I really like it. I love the colors. I mean, I love the paint that they did around the eyes. That is so cool and unique.
In the alt mode?
In alt mode.
Yep.
Honestly, the pelican beak looks better in these pictures.
I was going to say the same thing.
Welcome back, Transformers fans. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And this is another thrilling episode of Bot vs. Con. But before we get into the news, let's go ahead and thank our official sponsor, The Chosen Prime, for supporting this channel. Go to them for all of your toy needs. We also want to give a big shout out to all of the members out there. Thank you so much for helping us keep the lights on, especially to our newest Prime member, Flip the Flap. We really appreciate it. And if you just subscribed, we also very, very appreciate it. And stay tuned. We have a lot planned. All right. With that being said, let's get into some TF Nation news. I almost said TF Con. So Simon Furman will be at TF Nation, which is really cool. I'm glad they're trying to get people, even though it is, across the pond. So it's cool that, all the people that are going to this, whether you're British or, European or whatever, can meet these people as well.
I know. I need to get my frequent flyer miles up to make it over there.
We both do. Let me know how to get frequent flyer miles first. Next, TFCon Toronto will have Ian James Corlett, which was the voice of Cheetor in the Beast Wars and the original voice of Goku. That's a pretty stacked resume, if I do say so myself. So that's really cool. And I'm sure he's going to have a really long line, if not for Cheetor or for Goku.
I connect
especially
with Goku.
With what happened recently.
I connect with Goku, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Would you get something signed? Like a Goku manga or DVD or poster or something?
Probably not.
Okay, well, you're no fun. Let's get into what's just announced. There's a lot of it, and we're gonna start off. We're gonna ramp our way up, and I think Bobby needs this next one.
That means I don't need it.
You really do, and that is Philips and Transformers limited edition shavers in China.
Clearly I am facial hair challenged over here, so
that's why you need these, because these are not for somebody with my facial hair. These are somebody with your type of facial hair. The shit get clean shaven.
I'm just about there.
That's what these are for. It's just to trim it up, make it clean. And I think you really want these because they're, movieverse, and you really love that Optimus.
The only thing I love about these are the colors.
Honestly, they don't even look like movieverse things, but it's cool nonetheless. If I was in the market for one and I lived in China, I would pick one up, but I am neither of those things. So let's continue with Hot Wheels. So that I don't know if these were leaks or they were shown off, but we got Bumblebee and Optimus. What do you think about them, Bobby?
Do we have more pictures of the Bumblebee? I
have one more.
Okay, so then I'll save my opinion
on that. I think it's probably the one you're thinking of.
Okay, so I think they look fine. I think the Bumblebee looks a little bit too much like a muscle car. But I guess
I didn't even notice that with the big back wheel tires and the small. Yeah. I didn't even notice that until you said it.
Yeah, so that's my only. The Prime looks great. It looks pretty spot on from what I can tell. The B, not so much.
No, will you buy the Prime for $9.99?
$9.99?
That's how much it's going for, the Prime with the trailer. I don't think that's a bad price. Personally, it's not a great price, but it's just at that point where if I really liked Optimus, I'd pick it up. If it was a Nemesis Prime, I probably would, and I saw it in the store for $10. I'd pick it up.
I was thinking more like $4.99. I don't know how much Hot Wheels cost.
That's. I think they vary. If anybody out there collects Hot Wheels, please let us know, because I see them at the dollar store. But then again, I know those are probably the cheap ones that are from like 3 seasons ago.
Yeah, I have no idea. So $10. I mean, $10 isn't a lot, but I just like I have to make a place somewhere for it. So to make
Put it on a wall.
I have to
Make a place for it. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I guess maybe if I saw it and it was a slow month, possibly.
And Bumblebee has a little face. Is this the one you're talking about?
Yes.
So they're giving them little faces underneath, which really remind me. I don't think you're going to know them, but back in the, I don't remember which movie it was. I think it was the second or third movie. They had like Hot Wheel cars, and you flip them up, and it would be the robot mode, the complete robot mode. That's what this reminds me of, and it is a cool little detail. Will this make you pick
accurate.
it up?
Pretty accurate. I don't like the excuse me. I don't like the way they made Bumblebee look.
Yeah.
So
like muscle. I wonder if it's not a new mold, and they just got one of the molds they already had and just painted it yellow.
Yeah, I don't know.
If anybody out there's a Hot Wheel freak, let us know, because I know there's a lot of people that collect these. I've seen them running in Targets when you just go early in the morning to get whatever, and they're literally sprinting, and I'm like, oh, they must be getting, something really important, and they're there grabbing all the Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. It's really cool. So
I wish, that they had Transformers like that where I could be excited to run in and grab something, but the shelves are bare.
The only time I did that was for G.I. Joe. And it was during COVID, and they had the Cobra Troopers that I wanted. Talk about a poop show. I'm gonna keep it family friendly. Oh, people were literally sprinting, and I was like, I'm not cut out for this. I'm like, y'all are making it not fun. Okay. Anyways, let's keep it going. And we got YOLO Park showing off Ape Link. And they're making an action figure, and it is the robot mode, obviously. I'm pretty sure this is just their Optimus Primal that they added some blades to. There's never shown in robot mode in the movie, if memory serves.
I don't remember either. I remember them showing him, that is. So I don't really see anything spectacular about this one.
I think it looks great. They did a great job, but again, it's not for our cup of energon. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah, I think
take that back. I'm sure there's quite a few people out there, maybe not a lot of people, that would want this. Just because he wasn't in this mode in the movie. I think they would probably sell more if it was in the gorilla mode, because that's what we saw.
Yeah, this one some of their others look really, really good to me. And
this is a prototype.
I understand, but it just still doesn't look
as good.
It doesn't look like, and it looks like, I don't know, like somebody just put some charcoal together and stacked it up and kind of molded it a little bit and was just like, okay, I'll get back to it, and forgot about it.
Okay, well, yeah, you like Charcoal Con. Let's keep it going. And Transformers 1 has a new poster.
Wow, Megatron's up in front of Prime.
Yeah. What kind of is weird is Megatron has the Decepticon symbol on his shoulder, but he doesn't. It's on his chest. But since he has his arm crossed, they probably wanted to show it off, so they just put it on his shoulder. At least from what we've seen already, it was straight on his chest. All I can see is Prime in a crop top. Like a muscle top from the 80s, you know what I mean?
With it's cut off here.
Like it's mesh and stuff. Yeah, that's what I see when I look at this.
I can see that. That's hilarious.
I like it, not gonna lie. That's what I see.
Yeah, and Bumblebee looks like he's like really trying to stick his chest out, like dun 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 dun.
Super B.
But... Yeah. Honestly, I think Alita 1 looks the best out of all these in the back.
She does. But why don't we see what her alt mode is? Let's move on to the kid toys. And the first ones are the cog changers. So these are one-step changers, and they'll be $9.99. And we can see Wheeljack's in this movie. There he is. And Arachnid in the center, but we kind of saw Arachnid. But I hate that she turns into a spider and not a helicopter. Arachnid turns into a helicopter. Black Arachnid turns into a spider. They should have just called it Black Arachnia.
I'm not too familiar with the names and associations of them. I mean, I think of a spider when I think of Arachnid. So,
but Arachnid, anyways. And what is up with this weird spider alt mode that's not a spider? It looks like I don't know. It's Cybertronian, I guess. Whatever.
I actually like that because it looks like it's there's only one. Oh well, I guess there's our.
Yeah, I just don't like the mono eye. I see a submarine. Like one of those old school nautical subs.
Yeah,
that's what I see when I look at this, and it kind of turns me off. But you showed me something really cool recently with that Wheeljack, where if he's standing up and you push him back, he transforms back into the alt mode.
Yes,
that's really cool.
I think that's.
I kind of want to get Arachnid just because of that.
If I was a kid, I would be all in for these.
That would be fun, and I think they did a good job with these kids' toys, and we'll get more into it later because they're fun. Anything else you want to say about these three in particular?
Well, I was actually with you on the Arachnid. I was thinking, no, it's just one eye, and it's probably like a weapon or something like that. But then I saw the little eyes on the side, or what I'm assuming the eyes on the side.
I assume the same thing.
I was like, oh man, they are kind of making it like a spider.
Yeah.
If it was just the one blue in the middle, I would think of it as like some type of laser cannon, and that would have been cool.
And then maybe she gets the spider mode later.
When she gets to Earth, yeah,
or something. I could see that. I'm just a sucker for Black Arachnia and like her better. But anyways, let's keep it going.
Bumblebee's terrible.
Talk about the what?
Bumblebee was terrible.
Okay, all right. I thought you said Black Arachnia was terrible. I was gonna go get the first flight down to Atlanta. So next we have robot battlers. So these change in about 3 steps, and they could be placed on the battle bases and the Rock'em Sock'em robots. Again, it's not for us, but if you were 8 to 10, maybe even a little younger, this would be fun. This would be a lot of fun.
Honestly, this takes me back decades because they had Rock'em Sock'em of these when I was a youth. I don't remember how old, but I do remember them. So it's just the next generation of them. So I'm good with that.
Yeah. Now they have tried this stuff in the past, but they didn't transform. So I think that's going to get some kids more interested because you see Transformers, you expect them to transform. And here are the assortments. So we already saw the 2 at the bottom. But the weird thing is they're saying that Sentinel Prime's jet mode. So we already saw him as Sentinel Prime, right? No, that was Alpha Trion. Never mind. I got them mixed up. So I guess that's not that weird then. I was like, he changed his color scheme and he was a lion. But okay, never mind.
I see Dirge.
Straight up Dirge. Straight up. Yeah. But they all look good. And you could see Alicia one is a big old motorcycle. And I'm totally cool with that as a Cybertronian mode. If she's the same size as Bumblebee, perfect. That is completely alien and cool. I just hope they don't make her like in the movie, like a motorcycle size versus Bumblebee's car. I hope they're the same size.
I'm with you on that. Like
same size as Optimus and Mega. Like if they're all the same size, even if they're all out of scale, I think that works.
Similar to what they did with Rise of the Beast when they made Cheetor, the same size as Bumblebee. I was like, I'm fine with that. That makes sense
because it's a robot, But if they made RC the same size as Bumblebee, there would have been an issue because of their alt modes. But either which way, are you going to be picking up Dirge?
I'm not picking up any of these, but for anybody that is,
okay. I'm just going to say you might want to think about getting that 2-pack because that would be fun to play with BabyBot.
Why you got to bring in BabyBot?
I'm just saying that would be.
It
just the 2-pack. And she likes Megatron and you like Optimus anyways, right?
It probably would be. Oh gosh, I didn't even think about that.
Well, each one of these is $14.99. I don't know about the 2-pack.
Oh god, $26.99. They'll probably give you a $2
discount. Well, it does come with the battle base, so
$34.99.
exactly. Lastly, we have Power Flip Optimus Prime, which I will link a video in the description showing how this thing transforms. Again, first of all, let's talk about the look. This super powered mode does not look bad for a kid's toy.
It looks like a KO, but it looks like a good KO.
It doesn't look bad. It will be $50 though.
Oh,
yeah, $49.99. It grows between 8 to 10 inches. And the video shows it transforming, and I was like, if I was a kid, I would have loved this thing.
Oh, $50. I would have loved it too. I saw the video.
I take the price out of it because you're a kid, you don't understand it. But that price does seem a little steep. But at the same time, this looks so much better than what they did for Rise of the Beasts with the head chest things that never were in the movie.
The lion or whatever.
Those were $50 too, and this looks so much better than those.
I agree. I was actually after seeing the video, I was very curious about these. It looked pretty cool. Some of the things it did, it looked pretty cool. I wouldn't pay $50 for it, but it did look pretty cool.
Yep, yeah, I agree. The only complaint I have is that sword's too small.
It is very tiny.
And I wonder,
dagger.
Again, the more we see with this Transformers 1, I'm wondering what depth they're going to go, because having Optimus with a sword is a very unique concept. It has been done before, but that can, if it's like the Star Saber from Prime, I think it was, or something like that, there's a lot that could be done there, even though that would make me mad because that means we're not going to see Star Saber in these movies, but we probably wouldn't see Star Saber anyways. So
I didn't even think about, I'm looking at this as he picked up a weapon when they were on the battlefield.
And another thing, those lion head coming out of Prime's chest never did anything in the movie, so that doesn't mean that the sword means anything.
That's very true.
Remember when we were speculating that they were triple changers and stuff?
Yes, we were so wrong about that. It was just
that would have been a little cool. Anyways, let's keep it going. We've got GameStop's CandyCon and Transformers custom controller kits. This is from Reddit user expensive28128. If they were PlayStation, I would get that Decepticon one.
And I'd probably get the Hot Rod one.
Yeah, but I think they're Xbox with how everything's laid out.
The buttons, yeah. I think so as well.
Yeah, but I really like that Decepticon one. It reminds me, I mean, of course, we can't see, this is not the best picture. I guess it was in a video and they zoomed in and they saw him. But it reminds me of an Insecticon, which I like.
It does. It definitely has the colors of an Insecticon.
The other one's obviously Rodimus.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's keep it going. Let us know in the comments if you play on Xbox and you plan on getting these. Next, we've got, where is it? Unique Toys Red Destroyer. So this is an Age of Extinction Stinger masterpiece scale. So I've always liked Stinger, the concept of Stinger. Having a Nemesis Bumblebee that's red makes sense. I get that there's Cliffjumper, and I've always really liked his alien design. I don't have any plans on picking this up, but I do really, I like it. If I was to get a Movieverse figure, it would probably be this one.
I love the alt mode, of course. I cannot think of what that car is called. It starts with a P, I believe. But I love that car. It is so fast. The figure itself, it reminds me of, and I don't know the name of that Seacon that has tentacles.
Tentakill, right?
Tentakill, yes. That's what it reminds me of, and it's like
especially the what's it called, the TFC version.
Yeah, that's what I see there, with the face on his chest. It's fine, I guess. Like I said, I'm not really a Movieverse collector, or I'm not a Movieverse collector, so it doesn't do anything for me. But that alt mode is beautiful, and I like the concept. The concept's cool. Of a Nemesis Bumblebee that's red called Stinger. That's perfect. Whoever thought of that when the Age of Extinction was 10 years ahead of everybody else, because that is perfect. And I wish we could see a more, maybe X-Transbots could do it, a more G1 Stinger type of thing,
but then is it just cliff jumper at that point? So
Well, being that it's a Nemesis version, it goes to show how much they look at Bumblebee as such a main character to give it a
well, it also made sense because they were making clones of
right.
the Transformers and stuff, so it makes sense why they choose Bumblebee. But
But that's what I'm saying. Like, for
they didn't make an Optimus one.
for G1, we're definitely not thinking of Bumblebee as a go-to character to make some type of spin-off on of another character. So it's cool. Again, I love the alt mode.
Yeah. Moving on, we've got a few different upgrade sets, and the first one is from Ratchet's Operating Studios, and it is a neck extender for Ultra Magnus. What do you think of this, Bobby? And it comes in red and white. I just put the red picture up.
Yeah, I have not touched my Ultra Magnus almost since I got it. I can't remember. Just looking at this picture, it looks fine, but I don't know what it does in terms of how much of a difference it makes. I mean, I see a little difference with this picture, but I'd have to see it in person.
And as in little, do you mean microscopic? Because this is such a little change that I wouldn't be picking this up, even if it's cheap, which it probably is. You could barely see a difference. And maybe if you zoomed out and you saw the whole bot in both ones, then you'd be like, oh, okay, he's more proportional. But these pictures, not much of a difference.
And looking at the peg itself, and again, I don't remember this, maybe the head sits further back than it needs to,
okay.
And this brings it up towards the front a little bit, because I'm looking at where the pegs are.
Yeah, I see that. That might be a thing too, which if it does that, that's a whole different issue.
That's where the difference. That's where I'm assuming, because you're looking at the little lift in it.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's like not even a millimeter. Well, it's probably a millimeter. But
yeah, so that's what I think it is, just based off of how, seeing where they both plug into. So, I mean, again, I don't remember, but I guess that would make a difference if a lot of people complained about that.
Yeah. Next, they also have an upgrade set for the shield. I guess it's for the Robotech Optimus Prime.
Wow.
So that's cool. It's great that he could hold the shield more naturally.
I swear that really sucks if his shield, that you have to have that for his shield to plug in, because otherwise he's gonna hold it like a weapon.
Maybe it plugs into his arm.
Okay, but
I don't know. I don't know nothing about this figure. So
yeah, but cool that they made it. We always said that Hasbro is making it a third party's dream with all their capabilities for add-ons.
We got a lot of add-ons that we're going to be talking about too. This next one's not Hasbro though. This is for Magic Square MSO2. So Kuro Design, who we talked about a few shows ago, if not the last show, is doing a new head, and it does look pretty good. I don't think the old head is bad.
I don't either.
I think the old head's fine, but I like the design of this new one too. I would pick it up for my Magnus because I wouldn't want a show accurate head like you probably do for your primes. But I think it looks good. And I like the double ball peg neck connector. That changes everything when you're trying to pose something.
Oh, I think I like it actually, and who knows, maybe I'll pick up one.
Yeah, well, if they come out with a Magnus, I might have you pick that one up for me, since you always know all the people. Let's get into Tim.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's get into Tim Hedda Design, and they have a Magmatron upgrade set, which I think is very confusing in this picture because one's fully filled out, but the other one's not. I mean, I'm sure it's because you can't close them together, and they could both be filled. But this does look better, I think.
Okay.
It does look better. I mean, I wish it was blue instead of...
That's what's throwing me.
Yeah, I don't get why it's silver, but, it fills it in a little bit better. And and I guess they filled in pieces of the I think
wing?
it's a Quetzalcoatlus, which I didn't know were open. I didn't notice it, but that's good. But the big thing is it fills in the neck for Nessie. So if this is available to purchase and it's reasonable, I probably will pick this up.
What's reasonable? $15?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, $15. That's reasonable for me.
$35.
Oh well, then they could go put it where the sun don't shine, because no, I'm not. That's too much.
Definitely.
But let's keep it going. I guess he also did a Sunstreaker kit for the gun, and it took me about 5 minutes to figure out what's new on the Scorponok. They gave him the claw.
Yeah, that's the thumb.
I didn't notice that, and that kind of makes me sad that Hasbro didn't give Scorponok a full claw. I don't know if he had it in the movie or not, but his name is Scorponok, so I would assume.
And we're talking about the white,
the little one,
the little thumb one, the white.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad if they didn't include that. That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a claw then. Well, I guess it's a claw. It's just like a cat claw, not a scorpion claw.
That's a palm.
All right, let's keep it going. Collectors Crafts is doing a Fans Toys kit to give them a train chest. I don't know. I guess he made a correction. This should have been on Jester, but he put it on this one.
It's a Rolls Royce chest from the episode, a G1 episode.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be a train cow catcher or something. I was like, he's trying to be Raiden.
No.
It's $14.99. He says that it should work fine on Slingshot. They look like they have the same chests. This is cool. Like we said before, it's great to have those little things. If this episode was really special to you, to be able to have on your shelf.
Yeah, this was the episode where they stole some parts from them, I believe, and he needed a chess piece, and so he became friends with a human who I think was the prince, ended up being the prince, and they stole, or he didn't look like the prince, but he was the prince, and it made it seem like he stole this off of a Rolls Royce, but it was really his car. So
okay,
yeah.
Well, let's keep it going.
Those great G1 episodes.
And move into Legends. We've got Dr. Wu's Golden Beetle and Wing. I guess his name doesn't change. He's Wingman no matter what color he is. SG Cyclonus. These look good.
It's funny because these came out right after we finished recording.
Literally, we finished recording and they came out. Yes.
Yes. So I think the Gold Bug looks great. It looks
like it's supposed to. It's
that's what I'm saying. That's what
yeah.
It looks great because it looks exactly what it's supposed to. There's no mistakes there. The head looks great. I don't like the face on the Cyclonus. It looks weird to me. And I don't
maybe
like
at the scale you won't see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. It's not blowing me away. But the color scheme is really cool. I wish the MP one we had was this red instead of orange.
Yeah, it definitely looked red when we were purchasing it.
Yeah. Anyways, so this looks good. Go ahead and pick it up. I know we have a lot of Dr. Wu collectors that watch us. So
yeah, I like that Gold Bug.
These look good. Yeah. And next we've got Wingman again, but it's IDW Cyclonus with Bug Bite. If that Bug Bite was sold individually, I would have picked it up because I like Bug Bite so much.
I would have picked if the Bug Bite and the Gold Bug were packaged together. I'd pick that up.
Yeah. What do you think of this Cyclonus's face?
I don't like the samurai aesthetic.
It's not even that. It looks like a skull.
But that's what it looks like it's going for. So I would like the Bug Bite, and I'd probably skip on the Cyclonus.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's keep it going. Magic Squares has a new coming soon thing for Heavy Gunner. I thought this already came out, but maybe this is a different color. This is MSB 51C, so I'm assuming it's a comic color. And again, it looks great.
It does look great.
Yeah.
The posability looks really good, and I know some people are going to be either really happy that this is coming out or really mad that they got the other one and not this one and didn't wait.
Yeah.
Get both.
There you go. Go ahead, take one out of Bobby's book. And I think Bobby needs to get this for his Optimus collection. We've got a KO oversized QTOP Mecha Commander, and this is via Shentu Toy Box.
When I first saw this, I thought it was Gears. And
I can see that.
The colors, I just thought it was Gears. And then Prime, I'm like, I don't see Prime.
Based off a movie Prime.
And then I figured it's based off of movie Prime. And I saw the alt mode, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely not making it into my collection.
I think it looks good though. If I saw it at a Dollar Tree, I'd pick it up.
You would probably send me a text message and ask me if I wanted it.
I'd probably just pick you one up if it's at the Dollar Tree. But it looks fine. And then lastly, we don't usually talk about these, but we wanted to talk about some Driver Up G2 transfers from Robo Lucas Kite. I think that's how you pronounce it. And these look really, really nice. They're very, very affordable, as you can see. I just don't have enough G2 figures to put these on.
Yeah, I wish I would have known because I actually just bought some. But for those who don't know, this is where I got my stickers for the X-Trans block.
Oh, okay.
Was it Fury? I believe it was. Runabout. So to cover that hole in his chest. So he's where I picked these up from. So definitely go check him out. It has some good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. These look really nice. I just wish I had that many G2 bots for them to go on. All right, let's talk about some updates. And the first thing is something I know you're going to get.
I actually might believe him this time, folks.
And that's the comic Grimlock.
Yeah.
So it looks fine.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, this is guilty of a slow month. I don't really love it, but it's different enough. I don't have it represented on my shelf anywhere. And I was just like, yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah. I think the original one that it's next to looks way better, but I can understand why somebody who grew up on the Marvel comics would want this.
Oh, 1000%. This is their Grimlock.
Yeah, exactly. Next, we have the whole Star Raiders line, at least that we know of, and all of these pictures are via No Trab on Weibo. And first, let's talk about Filch. I believe that's her name. I think this thing looks amazing. I really like it. I love the colors. I mean, I love the paint that they did around the eyes. That is so cool and unique.
In the alt mode?
In alt mode.
Yep.
And it's not creepy like the core class Cheetor. I saw that thing in person, and it about made me scream and run out of the store. But this looks like a really good figure, really fun figure. I like that the wings could turn into weapons, so I'm definitely down for this.
I'm pissed because I didn't get it.
Oh, that's right. This is the one you didn't get. You'll find it. You always find them.
Yeah. So, I did search high and low for it and could not get it. So it was all sold out. Actually, it wasn't even that. Something was going on with
Walmart. It didn't let you check out.
Didn't let me check out.
Yeah.
So that really pissed me off. But yeah, I am on the lookout for this whenever it gets released. But yeah, it looks great.
Next, we've got Ferric. And again, I think it looks great.
I like this.
Yeah. I think the salmon color is what it looks like to me. It's a little too light. I wish it was a little more vibrant red. But honestly, I don't know what this character is supposed to look like. So I'm not one to talk.
Nope, neither.
Yeah. But it looks great.
It looks fine to me.
Next, we've got Lockdown, which honestly is probably my least favorite out of the group just because he's my favorite. One of my favorite Transformers characters. But the alt mode looks really good. I like the alt mode on it. The bot mode, I don't know why they put all the stuff on the shoulders, but it doesn't look bad. Doesn't look amazing, but it doesn't look bad. He's still too short, though.
What's bad? I can't remember if I put a pre-order in on this or not. I know I didn't like.
I think you put a pre-order in on all of them.
Oh gosh, I still
But
don't like.
it's really not bad looking. You know,
It's really not great looking.
it's not amazing looking either. Yeah. As somebody who's a big Lockdown fan, I'm disappointed just because Lockdown's whole thing is he's small and he goes big. But you know, that would be probably a commander class engineering. So,
Yeah.
Lastly, we have oh god, I forgot his name. I was gonna say Crosscut.
Cannonball.
Cannonball, thank you. And again, he's wearing a crop top with a Speedo. Sorry for everybody if I ruined this figure, but that's all I saw. The first thing I saw when I looked at this robot mode. He's ready for the beach. But I think this looks good too. Doesn't again, it's not the best thing in the world, but the copper's such a nice copper. The green that they used in alt mode is very nice. The purple's great. You know, I love purple. I think they did a great job on this.
I love the head, the little center. I think that looks really cool.
You like the eye patch? I'm surprised.
It looks different. It breaks up the head to me.
Yeah, it's an eye patch. It's reminiscent of an eye patch, but it's not.
Okay.
It's not an eye patch per se.
Okay, but yeah, it looks good. Don't have a connection with the character. You know, the arm. Don't get it. Is he's supposed to be a pirate as well, or something like that?
They're all pirates.
Okay, yeah. So
that's why he has the hook hand type of thing. Yeah.
Okay, but you know, it's fine. I think I did put a pre-order in for this one as well.
Yeah, I think you did all of them because I remember you doing 3, and that makes sense because you couldn't get the 4th.
Okay, well that sucks for me.
Yeah. So, what do you think of this group altogether?
The group altogether looks good. I mean, 3 out of 4, I'm good with. I think you showed them. Well, I would have switched Cannonball to 3rd, but the order you put them in is probably how I would rank them.
Really, you would say the bird is more than the Ferric from Cyclonus?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that would be reversed.
Well, probably initially, but just looking like the color, the way the colors blend together, I really like the details in the alt mode. As you mentioned, the bird, you know, I really like. With the Cyclonus repaint, all I see is grandma goodness or whatever, granny goodness in the face. So
yeah, I'm excited for this wave. I think it is a better wave than the Toxitron wave, just because those G2 characters were like, okay, it's a G2 Jazz. It wasn't a new character, wasn't something new and fresh. You know, they were good. Don't get me wrong, they looked amazing, but it wasn't new. But yeah, these guys look good. I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
we'll see what Roadhog looks like.
More figures. I got to find a place for.
No Trab also showed off 86 liter Swoop. Still looks wide, just like I think we said before. He looks like what he's supposed to look like, besides how wide he is, and it's fine.
Very wide, and that pelican beak. He said.
Oh well, let's look at the pelican beak right here. Honestly, the pelican beak looks better in these pictures.
I was going to say the same thing.
It does. Again, you give fans the figure to take pictures of, and it makes it a lot more appealing. But it's not bad.
Yeah, and it cleans up really well. And I mean, honestly, Swoop is like to me, the easiest character to do out of all of them.
Yeah, just fold his feet up.
Yeah, and slide the arms in. I mean, but it looks great. I wonder if there's going to be, you know, I'm assuming there will be a port or something like that to plug in so he can fly, but I think it looks fine. I'm in for it. Happy we're finally getting him.
Yep, and here's the whole team completed. I really don't like the red head on Slag. I get that that's what he looked like in the cartoon, but it just messes this whole team up if you ask me. But they look good together besides that.
I didn't realize how much red there was in the team. And you get Swoop breaks it up. They should have put Swoop, you know, somewhere closer to the middle.
I agree. He's always on the ends, and I think he's like the coolest Dinobot. So and you just wait, they'll have the red Swoop come out.
They will.
And maybe I'll pick that one up because I do like the red Swoop better than the blue chested one.
I have a feeling they're gonna do G2 colors with these as well. These were just really, really popular.
Yeah, I G2 colors and movieverse colors and all those. You'll be picking up all of them.
Probably G2, and then I don't know.
You just don't lie to yourself, Bob. Don't lie to yourself. Let's move on to third party. So Ocular Max showed off that they are fixing the face. We must have made them very sad with our last episode because they are changing the face to a better head sculpt. These are CGI on the pics, but they do look better.
Hell, they were making me sad. They started it. That thing was hideous.
Yeah, it was really bad, and this looks a lot better.
This looks really good to the point where it would make me just, consider picking this up again.
You'll pick it up.
Stop putting that on me now.
Well, I'm just saying, this was like your favorite figure of the year last year or the year before. I don't remember when it came out.
Was it my favorite? I know it was in the top.
It was at least your top 2.
I don't remember.
You literally said like this is my favorite figure.
It was a great figure. I was
maybe it surprised you the most.
It did surprise me how good the figure was. So I just, gosh, you know what? I'm complaining because like right now I would be happy for some new figures because it's been it was kind of a slow April. I have a feeling that all this stuff is going to come out at the same time. It's going to be like 1 month or probably like 1 week where it's just like, yep, 18 releases. Here you go.
Yeah, probably. You'll have fun with that.
Yeah.
This is probably another one that's going to drop at the same time. We've got Fans Hobbies Skyflame. They said they got the final production sample. They added more spray painting and imprints, and they liked the outcome. Fans Hobby says they're sorry to keep us all waiting, but it'll be ready to ship very soon.
I like the details. I love when they do details, and that black line just around the inner the shin area just breaks that up so much, and it's just a black halo almost, and it breaks it up so much, and it does so much for the character's foot or leg area. Still don't love it, but I'll get it.
Yeah, I think it looks good, but I'm not picking it up until we get another repaint. Let's move on to King Toys. We've got Breakhorn, which I think it's supposed to be slag.
Yeah.
Right? This thing looks so cool.
Wait a minute. But when he's sitting there like this, like he's cracking his knuckles, like ready to do some damage. Yeah. I'm so in for this.
This looks so good.
So in for this.
So I'm hoping, well, with how they they'll do how we know they'll do a repaint that I'll probably want to get of these guys. So
I just think King Toys is doing what I wish some of these other companies would do, and that's they show it and it gets released.
Yeah. Instead of waiting a little bit.
Yeah.
And this alt mode is so Zoids with the guns on the back, way more than a lot of the other ones. It's so cool. And this arm mode cleans up so well. I know we saw the prototype already of the combined mode and whatnot, but seeing it like this is a completely different story.
It looks like I can shake his hand.
Yeah. There's like no kibble. Maybe on the back there is, but it's then he has everything sticking out. But anyways, it looks really nice.
It's clean as a whistle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I love it.
Can't wait to see it when you get it.
Yeah, me too.
Let's move on to another combiner you're gonna get, and it's Dreamstar Toys DST02. I love that he's screaming in all these pictures. Yeah, what do you think of it?
Another Devastator. I'm just I'm devied out. I'm so devied out.
This is yeah.
It's getting to the point where I'll have multiple in combined mode, multiple in bot mode, and multiple in vehicle mode because there's so many options.
And you need them all.
And I gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
He likes Pokemon now.
No, just gotta catch them all.
What do you want for the Pokemon collab? That would be amazing. I would take a Pikachu transport. Anyways, we're getting off topic. It looks fine. I love that he's screaming in all the pictures, like he's in agony. I'm just like, how is there 8 bots in there?
I'm thinking that it has to. I mean, clearly, it's going to probably have to be something maybe like the monkey pants.
Yeah, I get it, but that's still, if normal Devastators 6.
6.
I see 6 here, unless maybe the forearms are each one.
Unless they do something with the feet.
But the feet look like...
They do look like it. Never mind.
They look like part of it. I don't know. But
I'm thinking it's, because usually it's 2 legs, midsection, chest area, and then the top shoulder part, and then the 2 arms. So maybe it's something. Do 3 combined to make up the chest or something like that? I don't know.
It must be small if they do.
Yeah, who knows? That's a lot.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, very much so. And I hope they don't. Well, it's the prowl.
That usually takes the place of Hook. Is that the crane?
Yeah. So
that's usually.
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe you have the option of putting prowl in.
Still missing 1 figure.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, time will tell. Just ask Bobby's wallet. I'm sure it'll be able to tell you.
Yeah, I had to leave him upstairs because it's disowning me.
Yeah, especially after Desolator comes out from O1 Studio.
Another Devastator.
So, this one looks good though. I do like this one. I liked it when we saw it originally, and I still like it. The alt modes do look a little more earthy than I was expecting.
Some of them do. I think the I was gonna say big load. Long haul. I think he looks somewhat of a. It doesn't look like a dump. It looks like a dump truck that has something else coming out of its face.
I could see that. But yeah, let's just go through these really fast because there's 4 of them. I think he looks great. It is weird to see that long haul forms the chest piece, but I guess that kind of makes sense at the same time because the chest piece was just something you put on him. Yeah. So it could really go with either long haul or Hook.
And the other part about these is that they're all in one as well, like the MMC set. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I know you really like that because you hate the add-on parts.
Well, I mean, does anybody really like having a bunch of random feet and hands laying around?
True.
Like, anyways, here's Hook. Looks fine. Again.
Yeah.
And Scavenger?
Bulldozer.
That's not.
What's his name?
Bone Crusher?
Bone Crusher. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
The Bulldozer. Yeah. Bone Crusher.
I was like, that's what he turns into. Anyways, it still looks good.
Yeah. No. I think he looks the best to me in all 3 modes.
Yeah. So just wait for Bobby to get him. I'm sure he cannot wait. He probably got them all in pre-order already.
You don't know me.
I'm guessing. Next, we've got Transart Toys BWM10 Metal Dinosaur, and these are via Ming Motion.
That's all you.
Yeah, it looks. So I played with the toy when I was a kid so much that this looks strange because it doesn't look like what I'm used to, but it looks good for what it is. I don't like the articulation. Single jointed arms and legs on a masterpiece figure are kind of crazy to me. I'm getting big Ravage. Remember that Ravage that I got? Vibes off of this. And that was not the best figure. I love it because I have a personal connection to that black Transmetal 2 Cheetor. But I don't love the figure. And that's what I'm getting off of this. And I'm not loving it. But the laser eye is really cool.
The laser eye is really cool.
That right there would probably make you buy it. Knowing you just like a special an effect part. I wouldn't put it past you. I need to see the price before I pick it up.
A sale on this would make me buy it. A clearance would make me buy it.
You'd buy it.
Full price, I'm not buying this.
Slow month, you'll pick it up.
No, I'm actually starting to get back into car parts and mods, so that would probably be something I will jump into.
But I think I will probably get this just because I have a Predacon Masterpiece MP Predacon shelf, and he'll go right with it.
You need it.
I don't need it. I don't need none of these. But we'll see if I get it or not. Depends on the price. If this thing's like $200, I'm out.
Oh, well, of course. I mean,
but Transart, I'm thinking 100, 120, somewhere around there.
I was thinking like 75.
This thing's supposed to be 12 inches tall.
I was still thinking like 75.
Oh. It's going to be 75.
Maybe 85.
They showed robot toys. June King showed off more of their Flame Caesar. Looks fine.
It does.
And anything else?
No, it looks fine. The gold is really rich. I like the gold on it. It looks really good.
I do too. I like the mask head as well. So
yes.
All right, let's talk about some incoming stuff and wrap this up. First thing, via Shadowmaru 00, we've got Beast Wars versus Ghost Starscream. So I guess this is coming out. I hate that the only thing that is solid on him are those gloves. Ruins it, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And it even looks like the upper bicep as well.
Because I was trying to figure out about the feet when we first saw it, and the feet look great on
feet
it.
Are clear. Yeah.
I like this. I just would want to swap out those arms.
Yeah, I think even if it's a structural issue, go all the way. Yeah. But I would like to sit down with one of the Takara designers and see why. Like, not in an accusatory way, but in an actual way, like, why isn't it clear?
Could it be them putting the pin and the fist have to swing in? Maybe it would splinter the clear or something like that. I don't know. But
supposedly they figured out clear plastic and how to make it stronger. So yeah, that's what that one Mark Clonus guy said on a stream or something.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is maybe that part it's going to get used so much that they didn't want it to break.
Yeah,
but yeah, otherwise it looks good.
Yeah,
if they sold this separately, I would probably still buy it, even with the hands.
You definitely would. Next, we've got Rising Force Toys RFLOF Wolf, and these are via June King. Motormaster looks fine. I don't know what's going on with the second bot.
So this is the chest piece, which, stay with me here. As I see it, it's the chest. So there's a car that
yeah.
So what they did, from what I understand, is use the combiner pieces to actually make another robot. So you don't have to have what you talked about earlier, pieces lying around and everything.
That's pretty cool.
So I'm good with that.
I give him credit for that then.
Yeah.
He's just a very chunky boy.
He's very chunky.
Yeah.
So. He's got his Homer Simpson on.
Don't. Let's keep it going. And Magic Square's Brontosaurus will be releasing soon.
That's a boring box.
I think they're trying to make it like the G1 boxes, obviously.
I mean, the figure posed the way he is very boring. It looks good.
We'll have to see it in person when you get it.
Not gonna happen.
Let's get into what's recently released. Only one thing, and that's the Dr. Wu's Extreme Warfare, the Destroy Emperor. And these are via a Weibo user. It looks like a Easter egg.
I just never got it. Still don't get it. I'm not gonna pick this up, but I think you should. You like crazy stuff like this, so you should definitely get it.
If I didn't have to get the Galvatron and it was like $10, I'd pick it up. I would pick this up if they also colored it like a Pokeball.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And here they are with some of the other Dr. Wu figures. And honestly, this Galvatron looks really good with them. Even though that sound wave is way too tiny.
Very tiny.
Yeah. But he needs to be at least the same height as Starscream.
Yeah.
If not bigger.
His shoulders are really, really low.
Yeah. I think that was one of the first ones they came out with.
Probably so. They'll probably redo it or something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
Put it a little bit taller. Give him some lifts in his feet.
And then you got Big Daddy Galvatron in the background. Talk about Homer Simpson.
That is just so funny to me. Still, it's so funny.
I
don't get it, but I get it. Yeah, I think these are great for what they are. For all the Doctor Wu fans out there, I would have picked up maybe the Galvatron, but I just don't like that. Whatever he is, planet mode.
Yeah. So
or his alt mode.
And people have explained it to us in the comments.
Still doesn't make sense.
Still, I'm very confused. Okay. Well, that is everything we have for you today. So now that Bobby cleared his whistle, why doesn't he tell us what you guys should do?
As always, please click that notification button so you can be aware of anytime we post new videos like this. Also, share the video. It really does help us out when you comment, because we love having some debate with you all. It's really good, especially when we get into stuff that you guys disagree with us about. Definitely, it's great to agree with me and disagree with James.
Always.
If you're not a member yet, it's never too late to join. Really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. It really does help the channel out. And we will see you this weekend for our live, and we will be posting times. What did we say? Did we say Saturday or Sunday?
We're doing it at Sunday.
Okay.
At noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
Hey, my Saturday got freed up. I'm sorry. So we'll see you then, as always, till all debates are won. Sunday at 3 Eastern.
And
all debates are won.
Pacific. He always forgets that. We'll see you guys next time.